everyone, Nicole here with your April almond market update. March shipments came in stronger than expected and the market tone appears firmer coming out of today's report. Let's take a look at what changed and what it may mean going forward. Starting with shipments, California shipped 258 million pounds in March, up 17% from last year. Western Europe was a standout, up 43% for the month, as buyers appeared to step in and replenish. The Middle East remains uneven given the ongoing conflict. At the same time, logistical challenges into Dubai seem to be shifting some demand toward Turkey, leaving the region roughly flat overall. China and Vietnam were up 39% for the month. Rain events in Australia could be shifting more demand back to California. And lastly, India was essentially flat for the month. One notable shift was in-shell supply in California appears increasingly tight, with non-Pharrell in-shell trading at about 25 cents premium to kernels. Moving into sales, new sales reached 241 million pounds, up 11% from last March. Now, let's take a look at the crop. The 2026 crop appears highly variable by region. March heat may have introduced some risk around kernel size and overall yields, while the combination of a wet February followed by heat has increased disease and insect pressure in some areas. Water is also becoming more of a focus. Snowpack remains limited and federal water allocations are around 20%, with some additional water trading above $400 per acre foot. At the same time, input costs, including fuel and fertilizer, continue to trend higher, adding pressure across the board. Looking at the big picture, just 5 months ago, supply was uncertain, shipments were running at nearly 10% behind, and commitments were down double digits. Today, those figures are much closer to flat, pointing towards a more balanced supply and demand situation. Sales have now outpaced last year for 4 consecutive months. If that trend continues, it should provide a solid foundation for the market, though a lot will depend on how the 2026 crop develops and how expectations evolve over the next few months. That's your almond market snapshot for April. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay with us next month as we get more clarity from the NASS subjective estimate and continued market developments.